Yo, welcome back to another episode of Action Figure Junkie. This is your host, 16 Icon, aka Mr. Superhero Swag. And today, we checking out the homie Blacklash. Now, before we get started, I just want to say the MCU has got us trained, bro. They got us trained. That's what I learned prepping for this video. They got us trained, man. We've been calling this cat Whiplash. Now, this is not Whiplash. This is Blacklash. As you saw in the beginning of the video, that was the page straight out of the Marvel official handbook. The official handbook of the Marvel Universe is what it's called. And true to form, because this is the comic book accuracy test, this guy is on point. Now you see this is Mark Scarlatti. Mark Scarlatti. This is not Ivan Vanko. Ivan Vanko is the son of Anton Vanko. And that was, I believe, the original Crimson Dynamo. Now, Mark Scarlatti had a degree in engineering, but he quickly got involved with the Maggia crime family, which is, of course, Marvel doing the Mafia, but they couldn't say the Mafia, so they said the Maggia. Used G's instead of F. Okay, so he quickly got involved with the Maggia, and he built a lot of weapons for the Maggia crime family, and chief amongst them were his steel fiber whips, and they were capable of piercing anything short of adamantium. This guy's first appearance was in Tales of Suspense number 97, way back in 1968. So what Hasbro did with this guy is pretty good. What they did with this guy was gave him the translucent whip. As you can see right here, it is pretty dope. I had to take it from him. He's gonna be mad, but he'll get over it. And then it's got this little coloring on it to give it a little more depth, a little more sizzle. And you know me, I try not to complain because this is a new comic book accurate character that is going to be on my shelf and in my action scenes and photos and whatnot. And the ponytail is detachable, so it is articulated. You can move it, you know, you can move it from left to right for action scenes depending on which way you want the wind blowing. He's got the little satchel or pouch that Green Goblin and Hobgoblin and I think, does Gambit? Yeah, it's a bunch of people that have this little purse. But yeah, Mark Scarlatti is, they did a little brushing thing, whatever, to the cape. They're trying to get better on the cape. It is an all plastic cape. He's got that weird little connector thing going on to his cape. And back in that day, this is a nice pliable material right here, plastic, for the collar. But this guy is pretty good. This is a decent little face sculpt too. He's got all the bells and whistles with the, I mean, comic book accurate, bro. This is another 9 or 10, I would have to say, as far as comic book accuracy. My man Dwight is definitely looking in the books, as was confirmed on Instagram. I knew it all these years. I said, man, he's so comic accurate on some of these guys. He's got to be looking in the same book I'm looking in. And he was. And this is on that Vulcan body mold. And he does not have butterfly joints, But this is a really nice figure. I mean, he's pretty plain. It's not it's not a whole lot of oh wow, you know, to this. I mean, he's pretty simple. I mean, this figure came out. I like the ab crunch. He can get down in there and really, like, you know, if you had him with his whip, you can get down in there and kind of crouch over like, ah, get you. You know, get him down like that. Blam. See? Pow. So yeah, Blacklash is definitely on point. He is definitely on point as far as comic book accuracy. Definitely. So I'm gonna have to put him up on that top shelf along with the other graduates of the comic book accuracy tests. And then let's see, who can we do out of the book next that is comic book accurate besides Blacklash? All right, Mr. Scarlatti, let's kind of move you over here. We're gonna do another quick slam dunk. And this character, this character, man, I've always liked this character. This character is one of my favorites, and I love his suit design. The suit design is extremely patriotic for where he is, and just, he is rocking it, bro. It was such a good idea as an artist, because I draw myself sometimes. I used to draw my own comics, and as an artist, this idea for a super suit, where he originates from, absolute genius. Absolute genius. So without further ado, let me move Mr. Scarlatti over here out of frame, and let me introduce you to James McDonald Hudson. James McDonald Hudson, Guardian. And as you can tell from his suit, this guy, leader of Alpha Flight, is from Canada. Can you tell? Can you tell? He's one of Canada's superheroes. James McDonald Hudson. He's a former engineer. He's like kind of like a genius, you know, kind of like a genius, or one of those creators. He built this suit and fine-tuned it to where he was able to do a lot of the stuff that he did up until up until issue 12. I also have that issue. I was big on Alpha Flight. I like that whole team, and I have the whole team except for Marina. And yeah, in issue 12, he is killed by one of the head executives of Roxxon Oil. You may be familiar with Roxxon Oil because Roxxon Oil has been referenced in a lot of Marvel television, Marvel animation. They are a sinister corporation. They control a lot of stuff, and they are behind the scenes doing some dirt. And this guy, I think the guy's name, I can't remember, it was Jackson. I know his last name was Jackson. He was controlling a robot named Box, which we also need a Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure for, or a deluxe, because he also, there's a long story, but became a member of Alpha Flight. We need the red one and the blue one. We need Omega Flight too, because Omega Flight, much like the UFOs for Fantastic Four, is basically just a mirror, a evil version of each of those teams. Omega Flight is the evil version of Alpha Flight, and those characters need Marvel Legends action figures immediately, as well as the UFOs. They have needed 6-inch action figure representation for forever. Can easily be done in a Fantastic Four wave. Give us that deluxe ironclad. But yeah, getting back on topic. I get off topic when I get to talking about figures that I want on my shelf that are not on my shelf, and why aren't they? This guy, they did pretty good with him, even though he is on an older body mold. He is not on any of the Vulcan. This is an older guy. He doesn't have the, you know what? He almost looks as if he's on the same kind of body mode as Mr. Scarlatti over there, actually. And that might be through further investigation, I'll find out. But this is a pretty good, they did pretty good. I don't know why he has the hole in his back. But he's got awesome ab crunch. He's got upper thigh cut. He's got bicep swivel. He does not have any toe articulation, but a lot of characters don't need toe articulation. I mean, there are certain characters that definitely need it. We definitely need an updated Spider-Man 2099, because that skinny one, I am not buying that super skinny, scrawny. No, that is not who I'm going to buy. But this guy definitely, you know, I know y'all getting tired of me grabbing figures that are just passing the comic book accuracy test straight out, but I mean, this was pretty easy. And just the suit design and the idea that this guy, you know, let's put the maple leaf on this dude. Let's put the Toronto maple leaf on this dude, man. And then the rest of the team is the same way, but just like different colors. It's, like I said, I, in my personal opinion, think that was genius. And I meant to do this one of the other videos, but I know that it's probably expensive. But if you guys could start, this is, you know, going out to Hasbro. If you guys could start giving us 2 head sculpts, one with stoic, one with action, you know, as many figures as you can do that with, we will appreciate it. We definitely will appreciate it, for sure. We will definitely appreciate that. But I don't want to hold y'all too long. Just want to let y'all know that I'm still dealing with my addiction of Marvel Legends. I'm still dealing with it. I will overcome. I will overcome. But yeah, this has been another episode of Action Figure Junkie. This is comic book accuracy tests with the homie Blacklash, Mark Scarlatti, Villain, and the homie Guardian. Let's do it right here. James McDonald Hudson, Hero. And I say that both of them will get a 9 out of 10, if not a 10 out of 10. But you can jump down in the comments and let me know what you think that both of these figures should receive on the comic book accuracy test scale. And also, please jump down in the comments if you have an action figure that you feel should go into comic book accuracy and go up against that test. Jump down in the comments and say, hey, 16, Mr. Superhero Swag, why don't you do this figure right here? I want to see what happens when you do a comic book accuracy test on this. Because I find a lot of figures that are pretty much A1 YOLA when it comes to the comic book accuracy tests. I'm gonna try to find some that are like not so close, not so comic book accurate, so I give you a little contrast, you know what I mean? And yeah, all right, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so that you can receive all of the updates from this channel. Who knows what that was? It's super early and I'm up doing videos. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.